Hi, Melchizedek Todd here, and so I'm going through the different characters you can choose for my upcoming video game, Apocalypse Blitz. The next one is Omaffsky. So, my first video game was called False Dichotomy, which is actually a sequel to a comic book I made some years earlier called The False Dichotomy. And in there, a kind of a story about going to the spiritual world and seeing how like thoughts and other things affect the spiritual world. It's kind of like this company have the ability to send, I guess you want to say, spiritual astronauts, inside the spiritual world to learn different things and see different things. I won't ruin it for you because you can go to my website, weaponpress.com, to download the comic book for free. Anyway, the main character, Pilot Johnson, she is traveling the spiritual world, and you could kind of go through her story and different things she's experiencing, and it's kind of, well, I guess there will be a spoiler at the end. I will say that, okay, so she does have a child, and that's the character you'll be playing in the video game. And the name is actually from another character from the comic book, which I'll just let you figure that out. Who actually the adoptive father is. I might explain more to why he becomes the adoptive father actually in the video game when I do like bios and stuff for each character. So anyway, as you can see, this is different pictures the from the video game, and I'm sorry, from the comic book. And so anyway, so with Omaffsky, she also worked for the same company her mother worked for, and so she also traveled to the spiritual world. And you kind of find out that in my video game Apocalypse Blitz, something happened where some portals opened up on Earth, and demons and other stuff came out. And 10 years later, the world is really messed up, and so Omaffsky and these other characters you can choose are out to like free people from the different evil influences now in the world. So anyway, so with that, you'll see that her ability is, I kind of like try to combine tiger and snake kung fu. Kind of a mixture with her gloves, which is part of her, I guess, uniform that she travels to the spiritual world with. So it's kind of like these special kind of like heating gloves, like she used the weld things, like different, like I guess you want to say satellites or whatever machines in the spiritual world, but she used them for combat. And so she's a practitioner of kung fu, and so her style is kind of snake and tiger. And so that's kind of like, so she's pretty much gonna be like the fastest character, probably the weakest but the fastest character. You know how it is with beat 'em ups and like fighting games and so forth. um, but it's just kind of a newer character. It's probably the only character that really isn't in one of my comic books. She's just like the offspring of a major character in the False Dichotomy. So yeah, she's only like actually new character that I made just for the video game. Instead of just having her mother in there, I kind of want to set the video game in the future from the different comic books. But then my different comic books, I just wanted them kind of like say they're in the same world. And so, if anything, the Apocalypse Blitz is the sequel to the False Dichotomy video game I made a couple years ago, while the video game False Dichotomy was a sequel to the comic book, The False Dichotomy. So anyway, so that's it. You can go to my website, weaponpress.com, to download a lot of free content, a lot of comic books. You'll see all the different characters I'll have in this video game. And so please subscribe, and stay tuned with new videos and new updates for the video game. Thank you very much. Bye.